If you're reading this, don't come near my grave tonight. That was the text that popped up on my phone at 2:14 a.m. from Mara, my ex-girlfriend, the one who had been buried 6 hours earlier. Soft wind, distant church bell, a faint vibration SFX. Subscribe before your screen goes dark. Mara always hated the cold. Maybe that's why the place felt wrong the moment I stepped into the cemetery earlier that evening. The air wasn't cold, it was still, like the world was holding its breath. Her mother cried through the funeral, her father wouldn't look at anyone, and I just kept staring at the closed casket. They said she died in a car accident, except no one saw the crash. No witnesses, no skid marks, no broken glass on the road. Just her body, found slumped over the steering wheel. I couldn't shake the feeling that she looked wrong. Not broken, not bruised, just empty. As if something had taken her before the car ever hit anything. Driving home that night, I kept replaying the last message she ever sent me. I need to tell you something. Meet me at 2 a.m., 2 hours after her funeral. I tried to sleep. I really did. But exhaustion finally dragged me into a half-dream. I swear I felt someone sit on my bed. The weight dipped near my legs. Then, a cold finger brushed my ankle. I shot up awake, gasping. The room was empty, but my phone buzzed. It was the first message. "Don't come near my grave tonight." Sent from Mara's number. I tried to laugh it off. She had a backup phone, I whispered to myself. Some sick joke. Someone stole her SIM. Something logical. But my voice was shaking. I texted back. "Who is this?" 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. "It's me." I felt the room tilt. I wanted to throw the phone away, but my thumb typed on its own. "You're dead." The reply came instantly. "That's why I'm scared." My heartbeat punched my ribs like it was trying to escape. I typed again. "What do you want?" "Just listen." A pause. Then, "He's still here." A cold gust swept through my room, rattling the door. The window was shut, but my curtains billowed like someone was standing behind them, breathing. I whispered, "Mara." My phone buzzed again. "Don't say." My name, out loud. He hears it. I froze. "Who?" This time her reply came with a delay. Not long, but long enough to make me imagine her typing with trembling fingers. "The man who sits behind graves." Mara used to talk about strange dreams. She'd wake up describing a tall figure sitting by tombstones, always facing away from her, always whispering for her to come closer. I thought it was sleep paralysis. But she always ended those dreams with the same sentence. "He wants me to follow him into the ground." Back then, I joked about uninstalling horror movies from her brain. Now I wasn't laughing. My breathing got worse, shallow and choppy. I typed, "Where are you texting from?" A moment. Then the reply came, "From where you left me." I felt the blood drain from my face. The graveyard. She was texting from the graveyard. No, something pretending to be her was texting from the graveyard. I grabbed my keys. Yes, I know, dumb idea. Horror movie level stupidity. But grief rewires your brain, makes you follow ghosts just to feel whole for a second. We're open. Even though the caretaker always locked them at sunset. I stepped inside. Instant regret. Instant chill. instant awareness that I was not alone. The moonlight barely touched the ground. The fog crawled low, coiling around tombstones like white fingers reaching up. Mara's grave was fresh, the soil darker than the others. Wet, like someone had been digging. My phone buzzed, loud in the silence. "Don't stand there." I looked around. No one. No footsteps, no voices. Just that thick, suffocating stillness. "Where?" I typed with shaking hands. "Behind you." I spun around so fast I almost fell. Nothing. Just graves stretching endlessly, their shadows leaning unnaturally long. I typed again, "I don't see you." The reply chilled every bone in my body. "You're not meant to." Another message popped up instantly. "He is." There was a sound then, a scraping, like someone dragging something heavy across dry soil. It came from the row behind her grave. My throat tightened. I crouched, squinting through the fog. A figure sat with its back to me. Tall, painfully tall, hunched forward, motionless except for the slightest twitch of its head, like it was sniffing the air. My phone buzzed again. "Don't run. He likes when they run." The figure raised one long, shaking arm. It pointed at the ground beside him, a mound of fresh dirt, like another grave waiting. My phone vibrated. "He dug that for you." "No, nope, no thank you. Unsubscribed from life." I stumbled back, heartbeat exploding. "Why?" I texted with trembling fingers. "Because I called you." My breath stopped. "You what?" "I told you I needed to tell you something at 2. I swallowed hard. "What did you want to tell me?" A long pause. Longest yet. Then, "He wasn't following me. He was following you." The tall figure slowly began to stand, bones cracking like old wood, its head turning, too far, unnaturally far, until I saw its face. Except it wasn't a face. It was my own. Rotten, sunken, dead-eyed, like a version of me that had already been buried. I choked, stumbling backward. My phone buzzed with one final message. "He takes the ones who don't let go. Please stop coming back." The figure took a step toward me. I ran until the world blurred, ran until I reached my car, ran until I could no longer hear the scraping behind me. I never texted back, never visited her grave again, never said her name out loud after that night. But sometimes, at 2 a.m., my phone still buzzes, and the message always says the same thing. "I'm sorry. He's behind you again." If you ever receive a text from someone who's already gone, don't answer, don't look, don't follow. Some graves aren't meant to be revisited. Would you have replied or blocked the number forever? Tell me in the comments. Subscribe before your screen goes dark.